What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 1 battle for the BBR. Today we are facing off against Gray and his Vancouver Titangs. He is a competitor that has done very well in other leagues. He did very well in the APA Academy, the season that we unfortunately did not do well in, and so he's got a pretty decent track record because the APA is a pretty decent league there. He's got a lot of really good competitors in it, so I'm not taking this game lightly at all. But looking at this matchup, we definitely have a pretty big advantage. His team does not handle the water Urshifu well at all. And this is our team, first of all. If you guys haven't seen it, it's very nice, very pretty. If you guys want to learn why I took what I did, you can check out the draft analysis, which is up on the channel. It went up on the 11th, I believe, so make sure to go and check that out. I'll have a link for it in the description, and it'll also be in the cards at the top right of your screen, so make sure to go and check that out as well. Yeah, look, honestly, his matchup isn't great. He really does not appreciate my water Urshifu. He's got a grand total of 3 water resists. One of them being Keldeo, the other Skarmory, and the other one Executor. No, not Skarmory, Gudra, that's it. Like, that's fine, but Banded Urshifu still just runs through his entire team. It 2-KOs his entire roster except for Gudra and for Executor. And if Executor comes, that's fine. I have U-turn, I have close combat on my Urshifu as well, so we can deal with the Gudra pretty effectively there too. So I'm not too worried about that, but I'm not trying to take this game lightly at all because there are some very scary Pokemon. I do want to do some different-ish things. I want to kind of show what my team can do because it is a very scary team. But the big threats for him, definitely Keldeo, outspeeds a lot of my team except for the Cinderace and the Durant. Durant is not coming though, so doesn't have the best matchup, especially because he's got a Skarmory. He definitely has a Centiskorch, which is very scary for my Durant. But yeah, then there's the Cinderace, but Cinderace, even though it outspeeds Keldeo hits it with super effective Scalds, Hydro Pumps, whatever it may be. Weavile is kind of scary, just a bit. The Pokemon, it really does pressure my team quite a bit. I do have some answers to it, but not many, honestly, and I kind of have to be careful with my workaround around it. The only thing is I don't believe he's going to lead with it. I don't think it's going to be put into a position where it can do a lot of work unless I let it, so I got to be careful with that. Skarmory can get up Spikes, Stealth Rocks, you know, be a general annoyance for my Urshifu. I'm expecting it to be Rocky Helmet 100% because Surging Strikes hits 3 times, and it's 2-KO'd by Banded Surging Strikes, but with the Rocky Helmet, I'll be taking like 90%. It's 17% times 6. That's a lot of damage, so very, very threatening there. Gudra is potentially be Sap Sipper for my Roserade, Assault Vest as well. Very scary Pokemon because of its coverage, its bulk. It's pretty good offensively as well with like powerful Draco Meteors. The good thing is my team is bulky enough to be able to take like the strongest attack I can go for, which is Draco Meteor, so I'm not too worried about it, but at the end of the day, it is still very scary if my team is worn down. I should be able to outspeed it with most things, but I am just kind of, you know, a little bit worried about it. Moving on though, we have, he has his Palossand. Palossand is pretty, I mean, it's okay. The team that I'm bringing is a little bit weak to it, bar one of my Pokemon, or 2 of my Pokemon being Urshifu and Vikavolt. But Scorching Sands is definitely a possibility. You can burn my Urshifu, so I don't really want to switch in on it too much. There's Centiskorch, which has the Flash Fire ability, which will mean that it's protected from my Pyro Ball for my Cinderace, which is really unfortunate because only Gmax Cinderace's Fire Max move is immune to abilities, which sucks because it would be a really good way to hit the Centiskorch, but unfortunately I have to rely on something else. Comfy can be annoying, especially if I didn't bring my MattOshea or my Durant. I don't really see it coming because I do have 2 steel types. I have a really good fire type and I have a really good poison type, so it could definitely come for Urshifu, but if it does, it is what it is. There's really not much I can do about it. It's not 4 times weak like the other one, it's only 2 times weak. Executor, don't expect it to come at all. If it does come, I have U-turn on Cinderace and on Urshifu. I have Mystical Fire on Gardevoir. I have a Bug type in Vikavolt, even though it's not running a bug move. I have Heat Crash on MattOshea, and I have Icicle Crash on Mamoswine, so not too worried. Luxray could come just mostly to be an Intimidator to lower the attack stat of something like my MattOshea, my Mamoswine, my Cinderace, or my Urshifu, even though I will be critting through most things with Urshifu, so it's definitely a possibility. You don't see it personally. I think the best 6 for him to bring are going to be the first 6, so there's that. And then there's Lycanroc. Lycanroc is okay here. A lot of my team outspeeds it. It's not the hardest hitter, doesn't have priority, so I'm not too threatened by it, but it's a really solid rocker for him, but I think Skarmory is just a better one, so yeah, that's what I think of his team. I'm going to go ahead and jump into our team. The first Pokemon we're going to be bringing is kind of obvious. You guys know it. It's going to be Urshifu. This is the Rapid Strike Urshifu, so it's the water and fighting type one. We have access to Surging Strikes, Thunder Punch, Close Combat, and U-turn. Surging Strikes, 2-KOs his entire team, bar the Gudra and the Executor, like I said before, with our band. Thunder Punch is there for the Skarmory if I know for a fact. Let's say it's Skarmory and Keldeo left in the back. Thunder Punch a lot safer than running something like Aqua Jet in its place. Close combat hits the team for incredibly good damage once a couple of things are weakened. U-turn is there for momentum and is very effective if it ends up being something like, I don't know, a Keldeo locked into a water move versus my Urshifu, because I can just fire off a really strong attack and I can just U-turn out into something that can handle things a little bit better and take advantage of the situation a lot better as well. This EV spread allows us to take a modest non-boosted Draco Meteor from the Goodra, and we have speed for a Jolly Luxray. I'm not creeping for Jolly Goodra. I do creep for modest Goodra with this set by creeping for Jolly Luxray, but if he is running Timid or Jolly Goodra, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I don't think he's going to be running a fast Goodra, and if he is, he got me, so be it. But that's that. Moving on to our next Pokemon is going to be our Cinderace here, carrying the Twisted Spoon. Yes, why Twisted Spoon? Because with this set at +1, with our Twisted Spoon, we always OHKO a Keldeo creeping Urshifu with Zen Headbutt after Stealth Rocks. Or if he just decides to run max and no investment in HP or defense at all, we always OHKO that set without rocks, which is very nice. So it's a very strong set. Really, Power Ball and Zen Headbutt is all I need against his entire team, because nothing appreciates that. The things that would appreciate taking the Power Ball is the Keldeo and the Goodra. Even then, Goodra still takes more from Power Ball than from Zen Headbutt. Actually, it's about the same now with the Twisted Spoon, but Power Ball has a chance to burn, Zen Headbutt has a chance to flinch, so we'll see. Scorch is what we're going to be hitting with Zen Headbutt as well, and with the Twisted Spoon, we can 2 KO that thing. And yeah, nothing else appreciates taking Power Ball, so there's that. U-turn is there for momentum, just in case I don't want to set up, but it's a really good answer to the Skarmory, which would, in theory, be a wall to my Urshifu, or at least get damaged on it with a Rocky Helmet. This Pokemon does have speed for Adamant Weavile or for Timid Keldeo, and it's a very, very strong Pokemon in this game, and it also takes a modest Goodra's Draco Meteor, so yeah, that's our Cinderace. And I was debating being heavy duty boots for this set because he has spikes and he has stealth rocks, but now it is what it is. I need the extra damage output if I really want to get sweeping, even without webs, because if I get to +1 for free, even if I take the 75% from rocks, at +1 I'll take a knockoff from a Life Orb Weavile. Actually, I believe I do. Pretty sure I do, so don't quote me on that, but I think I do at +1. But yeah, that's our Cinderace. So moving on to our next Pokemon, it's going to be our Vikavolt here, which gives us access to Sticky Web this week. We are running a set that has heavy duty boots. I want to run a set that was modest, but I couldn't, because if I did, I'd have to run leftovers. And while the extra damage is nice, it's not as necessary, because with heavy duty boots, I don't have to ever worry about hazards with this Pokemon, which is important because Stealth Rocks could be a very big possibility with the Skarmory, because I do have a decent-ish weakness to rocks on my team. And the big thing is I don't want to be taken advantage of by the Keldeo. I don't want the Keldeo. I don't want a 2 non-boosted Scalds from Keldeo to 2 KO me. I just don't want that happening. My moves: Volt Switch, Energy Ball, Roost, and Sticky Web. Sticky Web is very nice for my Urshifu, for my Cinderace. If I get Sticky Web, then Urshifu just puts in so much work. Cinderace doesn't even really need to click, doesn't even worry about Scarf Keldeo at all, which is a big thing. I still need to get to +1, it's very important, but at the end of the day, I can set up on a good bit with this team, so there is that. We take 2 non-boosted Scalds from Keldeo, so if it's Scarf, we also take a Timid Specs Hydro Pump from Keldeo, which is amazing, and we take 2 Jolly Weavile knockoffs, and we have Energy Ball there strictly for Palossand, because I wanted a better way to deal with that thing, and I don't think running Bug Buzz will be the best idea this week, because I don't necessarily think the Executor is going to come, and if it does come, I can kind of hide the Energy Ball a bit, so there is that. And of course, if it ends up being Vikavolt versus Executor, I'll be kicking myself because I wanted to run and Bug Buzz, but it's not the end of the world. I think I have a really good set with my Vikavolt here, and it's very important to put in work. So, moving on, we have our Gardevoir here. This is an interesting Gardevoir set. We are running Trick Room this week. Originally, I had Moonblast with Teleport, Wish, and Trick Room, and that was going to be a set that would just get Trick Room going so I can sweep my Copperajah. Unfortunately, that set tried to do too much. I would love to have Wish on that set, I would love to have Teleport, but I also really need to have Psyshock to take advantage of the, the Centiskorch, do at least some good damage to it. It has a really low physical defense stat compared to its special defense, so I ran Psyshock instead of Psychic, and we have Mystical Fire, which can 2 KO any variant of Skarmory, which is very, very nice, because that thing might be a pretty solid switch-in to the Gardevoir, so we have that. And we take 2 non-adamant Leech Lives from Centiskorch. We also take 2 Timid Spec Scalds after leftovers from Keldeo, and we have speed for a Keldeo creeping Urshifu while it's at -1 from webs. The rest is into our special attack, and yes, a really strong set. Trick Room is very important here. I would love to be able to smack something with my Copperajah, so that's why I have it here. If I get a Trick Room, then die the next turn, so be it. I will have gotten room to open up for my Copperajah here. Now, Copperajah is running Iron Head, Play Rough, Heat Crash, Rock Slide, and has a Life Orb, and it is going to be Sheer Force this week. I have Heat Crash there solely for the Skarmory, and without being Heavy Metal, Heat Crash still has a 120 base power for the Skarmory, which is fantastic because it's really the only thing I want to hit it with. Rock Slide is there solely for the Centiskorch. I would love to have Earthquake on this set for the Luxray, but Heat Crash will have to do. Play Rough is there for something like the Keldeo, the Weavile, so I don't have to predict anything. So there's a couple things. What else is there? The Goodra as well. Palossand, I believe, gets hit better by Play Rough than it does by Iron Head, so there is that. And then Iron Head is there just for general stab, destroys the Comfy. I kind of wanted Power Whip or Earthquake on this set, but I think this is the set I'm going to go with because Iron Head has the most neutral ground for me and it's very helpful. We take an Adamant Fire Lash from Centiskorch after Rocks, and we have Min Speed on this set for Trick Room, and Heat Crash is 120 base power on Skarmory, like I said, even without Heavy Metal. Our final mon is going to be our Mamoswine. Now, usually Mamoswine has such a huge role on teams because it's such a hard hitter, it can really break teams effectively, but it's going to be a very supportive set this week. It's a very straightforward set, max speed, max attack, just in case he is running a very speedy Goodra. I don't think it's going to be the case, but just in case. Don't really need to be that offensive with this Pokemon. The big thing is it gives me Stealth Rocks and it gives me Knockoff. Why? This is going to be my lead. If I lead off and it's basically anything except for Keldeo or Weavile, then basically he's going to want to switch into his Skarmory. And that means I can go for a Knockoff and get rid of its Rocky Helmet, and then I can fire off either a Stealth Rock, or I can switch out and go into my Cinderace and take advantage of it that way, which is still a very strong thing to do. So I think that's going to be my play there. This thing, Speed-Type Goodra gets up Rocks and knocks off the Rocky Helmet, like I had said, and with Webs up and with Skarm being gone, or being at least like 25-ish%, 30%, depending on its spread, we can really just win with this Pokemon because it hits so hard with, I believe it's 130 base attack, Focus Sash to live one hit and put in work. So that is our team. I think that against Triple Axel should be pretty good, so I'm hoping that we don't get mollywopped by that thing now. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but this is our team. I'll see you guys in a second with the battle. Alright everyone, so this is actually Matt from the future. I've already played this game. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn on my microphone for the first like minutes of this, so I'm going to be going over what I'm thinking here. This here is just my thought process. Looking at the team, they brought the Palossand, the Weavile, Keldeo, Skarmory, Midnight Lycanroc, and the Centiskorch. My lead is still going to be the Mamoswine. My whole goal is to make sure that I can knock off the Rocky Helmet on the Skarmory, and if I can do that, then I'm in a really good positioning. So that's exactly what I want to do here. Good luck, have fun to Jack, of course, and his Vancouver Titangs and Egg Gang for life. This is just a bit of a meme. I mentioned it a bit in the draft analysis, but a lot of people in the BBR server actually decided to put eggs in their profile to show their support for the Executors going early. But looking at this, he leads off with his Midnight Lycanroc, and I'm just going to go ahead straight for a knockoff here, I believe. The reason I go for the knockoff is because I can either, one, get rid of a Sash on this thing and then threaten it out with Ice Shard. Obviously, I don't have the Ice Shard, but it also stops it in case he wants to go for something like Taunt, because this thing does have base 82 speed instead of base 80, so it does outspeed my Mamoswine. And at the same time, it prevents him from switching into the Skarmory safely, because I could easily just go for Earthquake here, and if he isn't Scarfed, or isn't Sashed, excuse me, then I'll be able to get that KO on it with Earthquake. So he's going to switch out here, and at this point I'm going to say goodbye because here comes the live comm. Apologies for that, everyone. I had my mic turned off, so I'm sorry about that, but we get the knockoff off on the Skarmory, which is fantastic, and he is Rocky Helmet, which is perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I will definitely take that, and I'm switching out and going hard into my Cinderace here in case he goes for his own Stealth Rocks or something. But getting rid of the Rocky Helmet was the perfect start of the turn for me. Oh my god, I'm happy about that. Not happy that I missed on the audio for the first little bit, but it is what it is. You're basically just hearing me complain that I didn't have my my team put into the Poke Paste or onto the Damage Calc. So yeah, no, I'm happy about this. This is a great start for us so far. Let's keep it going though. Let's keep it going. All right, let's import that. Okay, we should be good to go now. So we're going to switch out here. We're going to preserve our Sash, which is nice, unless he obviously goes for Rocks. If he does, so be it, but the Sash wasn't super important. It was just for that first turn. He doubles, and he goes into X Gonna Give It To You, which is the Centiskorch. I kind of want, I can just U-turn here actually. I want to click Bulk Up, but there's no reason for me to do so, so I'm going to U-turn out here. So good double on his part, very useful. As we U-turn here, we'll be able to get some information on this thing. Okay. And I'm going to go hard into my Mamoswine again. Oh, my Sash was already broken from Rocky Helmet. What am I saying? So there's no need for that. So if he goes for a Fire Lash or I guess a Leech Life or something, so be it. I can freely get my Rocks here. I see he goes for Scald. Okay, so it's a special set. And that does a good chunk of damage to me. Okay. So I can go for a knockoff again here, but I think my play is the rock. And I think he's probably going to end up being a heavy duty boot set. Yeah, that double is really helpful for him. Really, really useful. And the Swing the Scald is also very useful. I knew that was going to be a possibility, but I didn't really expect it to be the most likely outcome. But getting my rocks here is going to be very useful. If he switches out into Skarmory, so be it. He does double out. And he goes into Fill, which is the Skarmory again. Yeah. Okay, so we have our rocks up now. And I'm going to double, and I could go into my Gardevoir here, or my Vikavolt here. What does that accomplish for me? Not too much. So I'm going to go into the Cinderace again on the Defog. And I'm going to bulk up, and we'll be able to find out if the Centiskorch is heavy duty boots or not. And I imagine, again, like I said, it will be heavy duty boots, so there is that. So there's that, and he body presses. And how much is it going to do to me? It should do a good chunk. Yikes, that is a good chunk. That is a really, really good chunk. Okay, and let's go for a bulk up. This protects me in case he does go for a second body press here. So that is very nice. So Cinderace, we're at +1 on our attack and on our defense. In comes the Centiskorch. And he is heavy duty boots, 100%. This thing gets Scald. Scald against my Cinderace at level 50. If he's Careful Nature, and I don't think he's Careful Nature because he did a really solid chunk to my Mamoswine. Cinderace can definitely take it, so I think I'm going to stay in. I think I'm going to go for the Zen Headbutt here. Yeah, because I don't want to take any. I don't want to take the burn from anything or anything like that. Or, yeah, I think that's my play. As we Zen Headbutt here, we connect, fantastic, and we do really good damage here, and we flinch him. That's the best possible outcome here. That's the absolute best possible outcome here. So that's huge. I will definitely take it. If he goes hard Weavile, fine. At +1 defense, I want to calc what a knockoff does to me. Let's see. If he is banded, Weavile's knockoff, wow, that still obliterates me. Holy shit. If he's Life Orb, that's still obliterates. Oh my god. Oh no, that's neutral. At +1, he doubles out. Does he go Weavile? Lord Fortnite, is that the Weavile here? It's the Palossand. Okay. And we connect this one as well. That's really solid damage there, and he's leftovers. So Palossand. +1 Pyro Ball. I may want to keep this thing. I don't know if I want to keep this right now. I can U-turn here and I can bring this back into the Skarmory because I'm not carrying Wish on my. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn here. And I'm going to go into my Vikavolt because it's immune to the Earth Power or the Scorching Sands. So I U-turn here. I'm doing this just to preserve a lot. I think it's very important that I do this. So let's go Vikavolt here. If he went for Rocks, great play. Don't think that was the right play. I think his play was to deal with the immediate threat right there, which would be Earth Powering the +1 Cinderace. As he Poltergeists me. I'll see the animation for Poltergeist for the first time. 181 down to... Oh, that's nothing. I eat that. I'll take it for days. Okay. Do I want to get up Webs here? That's the question. I don't remember how much his Centiskorch was at, but... Because I can definitely Energy Ball this thing, and that's a threat. So I really want to predict and go for a Volt Switch here, because I think he still needs to keep this thing healthy. So I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch here, as I expect he's going to switch. Yes, he switches. Fantastic. What's he going to go into here? X gonna give it to you. I will take it. I will definitely take it. This is perfect. I was hoping to get this thing on the Switch, because now it basically means that my Cinderace Ooh, just about. Is basically free. And at this point in time, Bandit Urshifu should get the KO here. I'm going to go into that. Go get him, Urshifu. And let's go for a U-turn here in case he decides to go into the Skarmory or something, or the Keldeo. So this is great. We're getting closer and closer to a Bandit Urshifu sweep here. As we go for a U-turn, we connect, and goodbye to the Palace, to the, what is that thing called? Scorch. So that's first kill for Urshifu on the season. Definitely will take it. And I think my play here, I could go Cinderace. If he goes into Weavile, he goes into Weavile. I can go to Gardevoir here. That takes hits pretty well from everything. I kind of want to weaken the Palisand a little bit more. What would he go into? He would go into Keldeo on this. I think Gardevoir's my play here. Yeah, because I can always Moonblast the Keldeo and the Weavile, both of which should go down to the Moonblast here. They also have to fear the Scarf. So there is that. So Gardevoir, let's take a look. What is he going to go into here? I could definitely expect him to go into the Palossand and go for a Poltergeist. Because that would be super effective on my Gardevoir. It would do a lot more damage than normal. He'd find out my item as well. Gnarls Borkley. Okay. So this is Lycanroc Midnight, which I've never seen before. I've never seen used in a game. We trace, it's no guard. So if it's Adamant, Choice Band, Stone Edge has a small chance of KOing me. If he's Jolly, it never does. Alright. I think I sack off my Mamoswine here. I think that's my play here. This Pokemon does get priority. I think I mentioned that it doesn't in terms of a Cell Rock, but it does get Sucker Punch, I believe. So in comes Mamoswine. We have our rocks up, which is fantastic. As he Stone Edges, no guard will mean it connects, and down goes the Mamoswine. Let's see if it's Life Orb. It is not Life Orb. Okay. So, unfortunately, my Urshifu can't really do much to it. I want to go Cinderace, I really do, but if it's Scarf, I'm screwed. So I think Urshifu will be my play. And this is a really free opportunity for me to go for Surging Strikes here. Because if he's locked in, if he's banded, he's locked in, it's banned, so be it. But if not, I fire off a banded Surging Strikes. We're not outspeeding this thing, unfortunately, but he does switch out. He's going to go into Skarmory, I imagine, as he does, which is fine. He's going to find out that we're banded now, but still, like, Keldeo's not appreciating this hit at all. Surging Strikes. Check out the animation for this for the first time. Yo, all of your Urshifu animations are so dope. We crit him, obviously. Number 2, crit him. Number 3, ooh, he just barely survives. But that's okay. It's 100% accurate. I can go for another Surging Strikes here. Super free. Enemies will get rid of the Skarmory, which is amazing. Yeah, this is really good. I'm still very worried of the Keldeo and of the Weavile, don't get me wrong, but we're getting really close to a Urshifu endgame or to a Copperage Trick Room sweep. So I'm happy with this. It's going well so far. Oh boy. Yeah, no guard on this thing. And Surging Strikes him out again. Smart decision. And we're only going to hit him once this time. Okay. Did Mamoswine go down? Yes, it did. Apologies. So Mamoswine's down, and so is Skarmory. So it's 5-4 right now. Keldeo forces me out. I don't want to be hit by a Air Slash or something. So that's definitely a possibility. Yeah. Very, very scary. Scariest thing, I think, would be if Keldeo comes in, it's Life Orb, and it goes for Calm Mind. I think that's the scariest thing. But I think a Spec set or a Scarf set is a lot more likely. In comes Keldeo, yeah. Takes hazards. And we can switch out and we can go hard into our... I want to go Vikavolt here. I really, really do. How valuable is Cinderace still? I can't really set up on much, but it's good because I can get chip damage off on Keldeo and I can outspeed and hit with Zen Headbutt. So I think I'm going to go into Vikavolt here. Damn. Yeah, I would like... Oh, man. I would like to... That's tough. That's tough. I would like to go into my Cinderace here and sack it off, but I feel like I still might need it just to chip away at the Keldeo to take rid of it at the very end. Yeah. So we switch out. Go Vikavolt. Just go for Air Slash here. Flip turn. Okay. Fair enough. If I'd stayed in there, we get a kill. So that's my mistake there. Yeah. But I think he brings in Weavile now, or Lycanroc more specifically. And he OHKOs me. Yeah, that's rough. I need to see how much Copperajah does to Palossand. Like if he's max defense Palossand. We do 48 to 57 with Iron Head, so I'll take that. In comes Weavile. 25% from rocks. Pressure. He can freely go for knockoff here. I'll be able to find out more information on him. I'm going to go for... I want to go for Sticky Web, but if he goes for a... what is it called? I'm trying to think of the name. Swords Dance, I pretty much lose. So Volt Switch is my play here. As he knockoffs, and he'll get the KO on me. Do we see his item? Is it Life Orb? He's not Life Orb. Okay. If Weavile is Choice Banded against my Gardevoir, does Knockoff OHKO? Knockoff never OHKOs me from full. So my play here is go Gardevoir. He's not banded. If he goes for Poison Jab, and he's Expert Belt, that never KOs either. So I'm going Gardevoir here. Or if I played a Moonblast. I think I placed a Moonblast here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. He gets pressure. I'm generally worried about that Lycanroc. So let's go for the Moonblast. He'll get a lot of information from this. This is a tough turn. This is a tough situation for me. Like, some of you guys may think I have it on lock. I have a Choice Band or Urshifu still max HP in the back, but it's a very, very scary situation for me. It really is. And if he specs on his okay, knockoffs, that is banned as hell. So we get rid of this, which is nice. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate because it means that our Copperajah is kind of useless without this, but so be it. The Weavile was a pretty big threat. And I can't close combat yet because of the goddamn Palossand. I want to Surging Strikes the Keldeo, but I may not be able to do it. I don't think... This game is not looking too good, guys. I have max HP on my Copperajah, which is nice, but... It's tough. It's tough. I am very nervous about this. MC Thunder comes out. That is the Keldeo. And just in case he decides to Calm Mind here, I'm going to fire off a Trick Room. He could easily Flip Turn. Flip turns, and that should get the KO on me. I have 22 HP. Oh, I was hoping I would live that. No. That's okay. I bring in Urshifu and I get a KO. So I should move Gardevoir away now. You can still kind of see it. Wow. There you go. Gnarls Berkeley. Okay. What kind of moves does this thing get? Okay, it is Lycanroc, Midnight with no guard, and if it does get fighting moves, it gets close combat now. Wow, which would do a shit ton to my MattOshea. Lycanroc, Midnight. I'm gonna go into Urshifu here. I think if anything he's banded, but this is still a very, very scary Pokemon for me to deal with. Go for Surging Strikes. Play rough. Shit. Ow. That did a lot of damage. Wow. It's another kill for Urshifu. Only needed the one. Oh my god. Okay. Urshifu against Keldeo. I do think it has to go for Air Slash if it wants to get the KO on me. Or Specs Secret Sword. I think Specs Hydro Pump will do it as well. MC Thunder comes out. Let's go for Surging Strikes. We know he's not Life Orb or a Sphere. We'll take this. Oh, we don't. Oh, shit. Wow, we definitely did not take that. Wow, not at all. If he has Specs, let me go MattOshea. We just drop. I think he's got it. I think he's Specs and I think he's got it. Damn it. Like, I knew this Pokemon was going to be a problem for me. It's just so fast. I really want to get Webs up, but... I'm going to U-turn here. Because I'm going to try and get extra chip, and I'm going to try and win with Cinderace in the end game. But I don't think we're going to have enough HP to get the KO. I should move Urshifu away. Going to be honest, I think we start off with a 2-0 loss here. I don't see our way out of this one. He's Scarf. So yeah. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah. So Keldeo's going to win this game. Which is unfortunate. If I had gone into this first, I think it would have been fine. Because we should take... MattOshea should definitely take this hit. $81 to $96. And the unfortunate thing is, because I'm a Trick Room set, he will outspeed me. And he will get the KO with Sandygast, or what is that thing? Palossand. So Aura Sphere comes out. That'll connect. Yeah, so 1-0 loss on our part. Down goes the Keldeo, but that's so unfortunate. I mean, maybe I misplayed. I definitely misplayed, I think, when it came to the Palossand. I really thought he was just going to go for a Scorching Sands, but I don't think there's any way we actually outspeed this thing. So let's does Iron Heart or Heat Crash do more to Palossand? Iron Head does more. Yeah. So we're going to lose this game here. 1-0 loss to start the season. Damn unfortunate. Yeah. At least I see Scorching Sands for the first time, and that's really, really bad. Damn it. That sucks. That really sucks. GG's. I don't think I played that game well at all. I'm really kind of disappointed with that because I had the opportunity in my hands to just go for game with my Cinderace. He ends up being banded on his Weavile, I'm pretty sure. He ends up being Scarf on his Keldeo. Basically, the speed was a big thing. I really needed to get up my hazards, and I just couldn't do it. Yeah. Very unfortunate there. But the Lycanroc was really pressuring my team. Had I been faster than the Lycanroc, had I respected that thing a lot more, I think I would have been fine in this matchup, honestly. I won't think I would not have been able to be adamant. That's one thing for sure. But that really sucks. Wow. So we're starting the season on the hind foot. Our team was so good. Our team had a really strong matchup. I just did not play it well at all. GG to Gray. Wow. Just got to come back better for next week. It is what it is. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.